I'm Gemma. This is Gemma. This one here. We were just saying how some people have said how they think we're quite funny, and Sam was saying, yeah, but what makes her laugh is the fact that I think I'm hilarious, and I am.
She genuinely thinks she's a comedian.
I mean, I really am. Like Ricky Gervais, watch out. Michael McIntyre, I'm coming for you. Do you know what I mean? Like I am.
I don't think they're gonna get any sleepless nights, to be honest. I think they'll be.
I just really appreciate that. I think I'm really funny anyway. If you think I'm funny, guys, let me know, because I'm losing this battle here. So today we're going to talk to you about whether there's still a stigma.
Whether still there's a weight on a stigma.
A weight on a stigma. I don't know what we're on today. We've had some proper coffee. I've had a lot of sleep.
It's the Barbados stuff, that.
It really is.
It's really good.
Are you sure they've not laced it with something?
Potentially, but honestly, it is good
It's
stuff.
good coffee, absolutely.
It's not. When I walked in before, Jen was like, I'm just going to go and do my hair and makeup, and like, she followed me upstairs, she was like, are you alright? You look really stressed.
Yeah.
Oh, well, not
anymore. We're talking to you about the stigma the stigma around weight training and women. That's a lot of W's to say.
I apologise for this episode.
Oh my God, it's going downhill already, isn't it? But is there still a stigma with women and weight training?
I personally think there is.
100%. Oh, I think there is 100%.
Oh, 100%. And I think that what I think doesn't help, and so I really appreciate the dedication that goes into bodybuilding and bikini competitors and stuff. Like I totally appreciate the dedication. I would never recommend putting anyone through it, and I would never do it myself.
No.
I've dated people that have been in that industry, and
it's just not fun.
Boring as sin comes to mind.
It's
like
just not
genuinely so boring.
Do you know?
Oh God, it's just not a lifestyle I want to live for like 16 weeks out of a year. I went on longer than that.
I went on a date once years ago. Obviously, I've been with Andy for 7 years now. And this guy
last week.
No. This guy was a power lifter and was trying to build muscle, so was eating that much, he threw up on the date. Not from alcohol, he just ate that much food, he threw up.
See, I could go into a whole podcast about that, pushing that kind of food is just so bad for you in loads of ways.
Yeah.
Like your pelvic floor, your abdominals. Like, have you seen a lot of bodybuilders? We talk about DR in the terms of postnatal, as a postnatal issue. But you'll see some bodybuilders with massive abdominal separation from lifting too heavy and their core chamber not being strong enough, but pushing that kind of food.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So one, it's either that extreme and it's they have to eat it this time, and I'm all about consistency.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you get anywhere without consistency. But then it's what are we doing this weekend?
Yeah.
Well,
nothing, because I've got to eat broccoli, rice and vegetables.
Fantastic. I'll sit and watch TV.
Yeah. Complete.
Been there, done that. Not ideal. But I massively appreciate that dedication, because that's the kind of dedication I ain't got.
No, absolutely.
I'd rather just live my life the way that I like to live my life, and rather than have to sacrifice
snacking on
all
a cucumber
of those things to get in a bikini on stage.
No.
For a trophy.
No.
It's just not for me.
No, it's not for me either. I like cake too much.
I like my cake, you know what I mean? It's just not for me. And all loads of other health issues. But anyway, but I don't think that industry helps with this narrative of weight training for women and the stigma around it. So when you have a lot of bodybuilders, they've obviously got a lot of lean muscle. But a lot of women will look at that and be like, oh, but I don't want to look that muscular.
Yeah.
But lifting weights isn't going to make you look that muscular. What will make you look that muscular is shoot yourself up with a bunch of steroids.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The one, it's when they say, I don't want to get bulky. You're not designed to be bulky. The only way you are going to get bulky is if you start eating a cow a day.
And do you know how long it will take for you to... It's something I'm probably going to say this wrong now, but it's something 12 months to be able to put on I can't remember how many pounds of muscle it is.
It's a lot.
It's quite a lot. It's
like a lot of time.
It's a lot of time for a very small amount of muscle to add on.
Absolutely.
It is really, really quite. You're talking maybe a couple of kilograms of muscle in a very long space of time.
Yeah.
Like, you aren't ever going to look bulky.
The thing is, for bulky, to get bulky, and this is how men can look bulky, and you need a lot of testosterone, you need a lot of growth hormone, which men are naturally more...
Well, they produce it.
They produce it, so they've got a hell of a lot more of it. So they are going to get bulky from lifting weights if that's their goal. And you also have to be in a calorie surplus, and I think this is huge calorie surplus to put on a lot of muscle. Most women are not in that calorie surplus to put on that amount of muscle. You would have to be eating a cow a day and weight training twice a day for a year.
And like really heavy weights. Like,
really heavy weights. Like
not like, you know, a couple of 5, 10, 15
not, you know, like 4 sets of 8 to 12, 8 to 15. No, we're talking like 1 rep maxes, 3 rep maxes. Do you know what I mean? So you are not putting your body under that much stress. And I think like you say, the bikini competitors, weightlifters, powerlifters doesn't help, because that's all we see. But same again, the only way you're going to get that level of muscle and that lean is if you are enhancing it in some way. Testosterone, growth hormone, whether you've got that naturally at being a bloke or whether you are getting that from somewhere else. And by doing a big cut at the end of it, where you are literally living off of, you know, cucumbers and broccoli.
And just imagine how hard that's going to be. You've been feeding yourself 3,000 calories, 4,000 calories a day for a set amount of weeks, and then all of a sudden, you cut that by half.
Yeah, absolutely. I do think, and I don't know whether you noticed this, but you know, maybe a year or so ago, I would guaranteed be the only female in the weight section.
Oh, 100%.
Whereas now, I'm probably one of 3.
Yeah.
So it's still not a massive increase, but it's an increase nonetheless. But then I find that the women in the weights area, they're doing glute exercises and that's it.
Yeah. So it's only glute.
Only lower body stuff, and I don't know whether that's the rise in, you know, like the Kardashians of the world with the peachy bottoms and things like, and the Brazilian bum lifts and all of this, but everything is lower body focused, which is only going to end up in more injury anyway, because if you're going to create imbalances,
100%,
which is just going to pull on other areas of your body, which is going to create...
You're going to create postural issues, which then it's a ripple effect, right? So your skeleton, what I talk about is like bone stacking, right? Yeah. So this joint is in line with this joint and all the way up to the top, right? So as soon as one shifts out of place, then something else is out. It has to overcompensate, right? So you're growing your bum and only working your bum, right? So you're only doing glute exercises, hip thrusts. You're not training your quads. No. You're not training your core. No. Then all that's going to happen is your bum's going to pop. Let me try and do this now. Pop out this way. Yeah. And so if we think about this as like pelvis. Yeah. Your bum pops out. Whoop. Yeah. Pelvis comes forward, anterior pelvic tilt. You're going to get other hip issues. You're going to get lower back issues.
100%.
All the time. It's then going to filter down or it's going to filter up. Either way, you're either then going to have, if you've had to go like this, then your shoulders have to come forward, or then you're pulling without you realising, because your shoulders have done this, you're then pulling, you're trying to pull them back, because you don't want to fall over.
Yeah, well, yeah, no one wants to fall over.
Essentially, like, it's a whole ripple effect. So when you are only training one specific part of your body, it's going to cause a whole host of issues. But you are correct. Yes, there are more women now in the weight section. What I really dislike is when they're like, I'm going to go and train in the men's bit.
Yeah.
Sorry, what now? Sorry. How far have we come in society?
Oh my god, yeah.
There used to be a time when there was a men's part to a pub and women couldn't go in the pub. Yeah. We've changed that. There's not many of those now. Yeah. But like, why have we now took that terminology and put it in a gym?
Yeah. I don't think gyms sometimes help the situation either in the way that they're set up. Because a lot of the time, what I like to call the big boy weight area, or the big girl weight area, Usually just because it's bigger
Free weights,
kit, it's
yeah,
bigger
just
kit,
a big
that's
kit.
all it is, it's just bigger kit.
The bigger free weights, your 20 kg,
Your bars, things like that, they all seem to be at the back or,
so you have
hidden.
to walk across a busy gym floor.
Yeah.
So you hit the first thing you always hit in the gym is cardio.
And there's usually...
If I owned a big commercial gym,
there'd be...
my cardio kit wouldn't be the
No.
first thing that I'd see.
No, absolutely not. And then there's usually like 60 odd pieces of cardio that 30 of them are taken up by people walking.
And I just think,
Just walk outside. Just go for a walk
Why are you
outside.
paying a gym membership to walk on a treadmill?
Yeah, absolutely.
Go for a walk outside. It'd be better for you.
Well, it really would, yeah. Get fresh air, vitamin D, all the good stuff.
It actually would be better for you.
But I've started doing now to help with my clients who are a bit nervous, like progressive, set progressive weights workout.
Yeah.
So, fixed machines first, because you always find that the fixed machines, and this is if you are new to weights or struggling with weights and wondering where to start, go to the fixed machines first.
Because they're going to put you in the correct position.
They're going to put you in the correct position.
They tell you what to do.
They tell you exactly what to do and what muscles are working, so it's really good for education. They're usually all grouped together in a little area where not many men are present, and usually they're quite big and bulky so that you can almost hide in them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So start with the weight machines, because you start to get used to where your body needs to be and things like that. So I've started doing that first and foremost, and then progressing into sort of like your kettlebells, your dumbbells, where people can go and grab one kettlebell, a couple of dumbbells, and go and hide in a corner somewhere.
Absolutely.
But get used to doing those free weights, and then as they become a little bit more confident with that, that's when we can start progressing to, those preset bars
100%.
that tend to be a little bit further along the gym.
So you've got to move a
So
little further.
we're moving a little bit further, but then you can retract back if you want to, and then we move a bit further, and then we retract back, and move a bit further, and retract back. But until we slowly start to get that confidence, because I don't know what it is, I don't know whether it's the confidence around, I don't know whether it's the stigma around it.
Sometimes I think it's the confidence of people knowing what to do.
Yeah.
So if you are completely new to, even if it's a machine that you've never used before, I've had friends, not even clients, but friends that have messaged me going, they might come and train at the same gym that I train at, and they'll message me and be like, there's a new machine, they've got a couple of new machines in here, will you come and train with me so you can show me what I'm doing?
What to do.
I'm like, yeah, okay, of course I will, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
That's absolutely not a problem whatsoever. I can 100% come and do that.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my God, I would never have known how to have used this machine.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well that's not a problem, this is how, so I think sometimes it does come to the point of, I just don't know how to use it, I don't know what it's doing, and I don't know what it's doing for me.
Yeah, and I think that's sometimes where, especially some of the gyms, they either have removed gym staff altogether.
Absolutely.
Or the gym staff look unapproachable.
Yeah.
Or you have to pay for them, which I think,
I mean, when you're already paying a membership,
yeah.
I think that really, realistically, obviously a lot of gyms will do an induction, right? A half an hour induction where they'll show you. But I don't know if you've ever been on a gym induction.
Oh, they're awful. They're horrendous. That's that piece of kit, that's that. If you need to adjust it, just move the lever. Do you need anything else?
Or it's like, here's all the cardio equipment, there's the machines, and there's the free weights. Do you know where everything is?
Yeah,
I know where everything
thank
is.
you.
It's a bit like the 6 to 8 week checkup.
Yeah.
Postnatal.
Yeah.
How are we feeling down there?
Good.
Is everything okay? Yeah, great, thanks. Okay, fine. Right.
Yeah, see you later. See you later. All right, great. That's not really checked anything, has it?
It's not checked anything. It's madness, really.
Yeah. But if there is a member of staff that you do find approachable in the gym, don't be afraid to ask them. That's what they're there for. They are qualified in it. That is exactly what they are there for. If you tend to go to some classes, ask the instructor.
Absolutely, because they're going to be more than happy to help you out.
They will be more than happy to help you out, or they'll show you on the kit that they use, or do you know what I mean? Do not be afraid to ask for help, because they'll show you, and then you can crack on. It's not a problem at all. Or if you are comfortable with cardio, pick a piece of cardio where you can overlook.
And you can see, that actually is probably one of the best pieces of advice. So, go on a cardio machine and see what's around.
Have a little look.
Scan.
see how other people are using kit, and then go and try it. You know, oh, well, they're doing that with that. Okay, I'll, take note of that. Oh, that's how you use the lat pull down. Oh, they're doing that with those dumbbells. Have a little look around, see what other people are doing, and then just mimic it. Have a look online.
Yeah,
YouTube is great. I'm very conscious about using stuff that you see on social media, because on social media, a lot of what you see is stuff that's a bit pointless because it looks nice.
Yeah, or like it gets like marketed in a really funny way.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to think of one now, but there's loads of really hilarious things that, like, you'll see people doing really weird things on a treadmill.
Yeah.
Or on a step machine,
Yeah.
on a stepper, right, where they kick the leg back.
Yeah.
It's not
really doing anything.
Like, you're just squeezing your bum cheek for the camera.
Yeah. That's all.
And then
happening.
you see loads of people doing it, and I'm thinking to myself, God,
you're not really doing anything.
That's a bit pointless.
Yeah.
Okay.
The basics, the things that look the most boring, are the ones that are
you
right.
want to be doing.
They're the ones that need to be doing. Let's be honest. But don't be afraid to ask for help, to check out, YouTube, to be careful of what you watch on social media. If it looks boring, it's right. Ask someone like us for a program.
Absolutely. And the other thing as well is, pick a different machine to trial out every time you go into the gym. And if you're in the gym 3 times a week, in a month, you're going to have tried out pretty much nearly every piece of kit. Yeah.
Absolutely. So you don't have to try and be brave in the sense of trying everything all in once. Go and do your cardio or whatever you feel comfortable with, but then try one piece of kit.
Yeah.
And like you say, by the end of the month, you will have tried almost everything.
Yeah.
And then you've got you can literally go around all those pieces of kit, and you've got an entire weights training program there.
100%. And then if your problem is, okay, well, I know how to use all of the kit, but I don't know how to put it into a program.
Yeah.
Have a program, right?
Yeah.
So you can get programs you can hire PTs that will give you a program. You can go online, you can go into YouTube, and you can find different programs.
Women's Health magazine.
Absolutely. Like the amount of magazines that will have full body workouts in and stuff like that. And follow that for a few weeks until you've got to grips with what it is that you're trying to do.
Yeah, and I think that's the other stigma around it, is that people think that it needs to be different each time.
Oh no.
Find a program, do it
for a while.
Do it for 4 to 8 weeks.
Absolutely.
Get stronger, get better, start to work out, how to mix it up yourself a little bit by adding in pauses, by adding in squeezes, have a little bit of a play about with it, but you do not need a different exercise program every single sort of session.
No, and the thing is people like variety, right? So get your variety from having 3 different workouts per week, right?
Yeah.
So what I would personally do if in this instance would say lower, upper, full body, right?
Yeah.
For example, or lower, upper body, cardio and core, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. But keep those same workouts on those same days for 8 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Because if not, and what you're doing is you're going in and doing upper body, and actually every single week you do upper body, it's a different set of exercises. You're not actually progressive.
No.
In very specific muscles or in those exercises.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So if you in that 8 weeks you've only done a shoulder press once.
Yeah.
You can't then expect at the end of that 8 weeks to be lifting
dumbbells,
right, for a shoulder press if you've been doing it on a machine and you've only done it once.
Yeah.
Or if you've done resistance band and you've done it once, you can't then expect to be doing overhead presses.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So it's not going to work.
Yeah.
So sometimes your variety doesn't have to come from every single session in your 8 to 12 week program being different. It has to be consistent, but sticking with the same ones. I always make sure that my clients and my training program is very, very samey.
Oh God, I do the same thing for 8 weeks and then change it.
I don't then have to keep looking at, right, okay, what we're doing next.
Oh God, yeah.
Because after 2 weeks, I know what it is.
Yeah.
I know what my routine is. I know what I'm going in to do. I know what I need to do. The only thing I have to then make note of is how heavy I lifted or how many reps I did.
Exactly. And then when it does come to, if you do want, a trainer, a lot of the time, because I have a lot of clients who hate doing the same thing over and over again, and what it looks like to them is very different.
Oh, But you're doing the same
But
thing.
you're doing the same things. Like, it may look very different to you, but in my programming, it's all the same stuff.
All the same movement.
Like, a bit of a sneaky insight there. Not necessarily weight training related, this one, but attending classes.
Oh, yeah.
Right, if you're going to attend a class, guys, do me a favour, get there early. If you're attending a class for the very first time, get there early.
Let's go behind a bit.
Oh my God, it is the hardest thing having someone who's brand new walk into a class 60 seconds before it starts. I can't tell you how to set your kit up. I can't tell you things that you need to know that's going to make you feel successful and going to make you feel confident.
If you've literally walked in 60 seconds before.
And I know why you're doing it, because you're nervous, because you're not confident, but I guarantee you, if you turn up before everybody else, say to the instructor, I'm brand new to this, I don't know what I'm doing, they will take their time to explain things,
Absolutely.
to say, these are your options, this is how you use the kit, this is how you use it, but then also throughout the session, they will then give extra coaching cues to make you feel more comfortable.
Absolutely.
I had that this morning. Guy came in, brilliant. We rocked up 10 minutes early, showed him exactly how to set the bike up, exactly how he needed to do it, and then throughout the session, gave more coaching cues that were tailored to him because I knew he was brand new. Yeah? Turn up that little bit early. And the other thing is, don't hide at the back. You can't see anything. You can't see anything. I know why you're doing it, because you're nervous and you don't feel confident. But one, there's usually mirrors everywhere, so you can't hide anyway. Yeah? Two, you can't see a thing, so you don't know what's going on.
No, and that's the worst. Like, I'll be able to see you at some point, right? Because there's mirrors. I'm moving around.
Yeah.
Or you're moving around the class. But if you can't see me, you can't see what's happening for the whole of the session. Why are you here?
Yeah, like, I know why you're doing it, because you're nervous, you're not confident, you want to hide at the back because you don't feel very fit, but just come forwards a row, hide in the amongst of it, still feel like you're hiding, but make it so that you can gain confidence.
Yeah.
Hiding at the back, turning up bang on when the class is about to start is not setting you up to feel more comfortable. All that's going to happen is you're going to leave that class feeling, didn't know what I was doing, haven't got a clue, won't go back.
And you know what? It's really making me giggle this, because I have danced my whole entire life, right? So went to uni and did a dance degree, and we were screamed at to not hide at the back.
Yeah.
Because if you ever went to an audition, you want to be seen, right? That's
100%.
the whole point. You want the job, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God, yeah.
Slightly different when you come into a fitness class. You're not trying to gain a job.
No.
But we used to get shouted at all the time, and what they used to do is they used to change the row.
Yeah.
So every 20 minutes or 15 minutes or after every exercise, they'd move a row forward and that row would go to the back.
I love that.
We'd move the row forward and that row would go to the back.
I love that.
Right? So that used to happen all the time. So we were forced to be in different spaces.
Yeah.
But if I ever go into a studio, into a dance class, into a fitness class, my space,
front and centre?
absolutely not.
Oh.
No. That's why it's making me giggle, because I will go to the left-hand side of the room. I won't be at the back in the corner, but I will be in the middle row somewhere, but I'll be at the left-hand side because it's where I feel comfortable. It doesn't matter what room I'm in.
Really?
It doesn't matter what class I'm in. It's got nothing to do with feeling nervous, or because more often than not, I'm going to that class and I know exactly what we're going to be doing.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
I've taught a class like that before. I don't tend to really go to classes anymore. But when I used to go with friends and stuff like that. They don't want to go to the back, and I'd be like, well, let's go to this let's go to the left-hand side here, because I want to be able to see enough without being seen too much by everybody else.
Yeah. See, I'm front
No,
and
you're
centre.
front and centre, absolutely.
I'm front and centre. Or fronting off to the side a little bit.
Yeah, I don't like being centre. I have to be off centre.
No, if I'm
my space is the left-hand side of the room.
If I don't get there early enough and I'm having to go on the second or the back row, then I'm centre, 100%.
The other thing with turning up early as well is you can get space. I hate arriving to a class. That actually makes me feel more nervous and sick, actually. Arriving to a class when everybody is already there.
Oh my God, yeah, I'm walking in.
I hate it. If I go to a yoga class and I'm not one of the first 3 there, I won't go.
I love it.
If I'm literally on the cusp, the class hasn't quite started yet, but I'm running a little bit late and I'm about to arrive as the class starts, and I peek my head in and there's a room full of people on a mat already, I'm like, no.
Oh no, see, I peek my head and I'm like, sorry, apologies, can I just get past? I'm just gonna squeeze in at the front there, sorry.
Absolutely. Oh no. Oh no, and I'm like, so there's no space at the back.
Oh my God, I love
Where
it.
am I gonna go? Oh
But
my God.
no, but yeah, try, if you are new, go where you feel comfortable, but try not to hide at the back.
Yeah, no, don't hide at the back.
It won't help you to gain confidence. And one of the best ones is, and I hate it as a class in general, because it's not real weights, but the likes of a body pump. If you are brand new to weights, go and try it.
I used to really enjoy body pump. It isn't, you can't say you weight train though if you're doing a body
No.
pump.
But for teaching you how to move
100%.
in a way that you potentially feel more confident.
Time under tension.
Yeah.
I do find that those classes are really good for tempo and time under tension and things like that.
They do, because the way the coaching is layered, it teaches you how to do it safely, effectively.
Absolutely.
And then you could take those moves that you've learned and take them out into the gym.
Absolutely.
And do the same thing. But then same again, don't pick up baby weights. If you're going to go to one of those classes and you're trying to gain experience in weight training,
picking up the 2 kilograms ain't going out.
No, pick up a heavier weight. What's the worst that can happen? You need to put the weight down. What's the worst that can happen? You need to take a little bit off. None of that is an issue in any way, shape or form. It is much better to start that little bit heavier, get halfway through and go, oh, I need to back off a little bit, than to start light and get to the end of the class and go, no, that was all right.
I use anything under 5 kilograms only for rehab.
Yeah.
I don't, I'm not going to give a client a weight that's not 5 kilograms because they're going to be able to lift that for at least 3 or 4 reps.
Oh gosh, yeah.
We're going to be able to start somewhere.
Absolutely.
Anything under that for me, realistically, when I'm working with clients, is really for rehab.
Yeah.
Like my mum broke her arm.
Yeah.
Right? She's got limited external rotation currently. Tightness in a delt, okay? Causing her quite a bit of issues. Posture shot at. She can't wall angel.
Right, okay,
like this.
Yeah.
Right, so, but what we will do is I will, for rehab purposes, 2 kilogram weights.
Absolutely.
We pull a little bit. We pull it, or resistance bands.
Yeah.
Or chest presses, but 2, 3.
Yeah.
4 rehab only.
Yeah.
Once we've sorted that.
Yeah.
We'll be leaving them weights behind.
We'll be leaving them behind, absolutely.
Like, when we'll be back up to 5s and 10s because...
Yeah. You need to feel it. That and I always relate it to cardio in the sense that when you're doing cardio, you push it, if you're doing quite high intensity cardio, you push yourself to the point where you're struggling to breathe. Yeah. You're getting very sweaty. That same level of effort and energy needs to go into weight training. It looks different from an outcome. It comes from muscle fatigue, but feeling your muscles go, that's
good. It's really good. And if you can feel it and you're like, and you can't get another, so you want to be aiming to not be able to get the next 2 reps out, right?
Yeah.
You want to that's what you want to do. So it doesn't matter what weight you are then using, as long as you are pushing to the point where actually you can't get another 2 reps out or another rep out. That's the point at which we want to be at.
Yeah.
But I don't know about you, but if I do some really heavy weights, I'm out of breath.
Oh my God, yeah. I get dizzy.
I'm sweaty.
Oh yeah, I get dizzy.
And it makes me laugh when clients come in and they're like, and we do like a weight training session. Because I think the other part of like the stigma around weights and stuff is that like, you don't get sweaty.
Yeah.
And women in general want to turn up to a class and we talked about this, didn't we? And be sweaty.
Because sweat is fat crying.
Jesus.
It's not. It's
really not. But they want to get sweaty because then they feel like they've worked out.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, well, you don't need to sweat.
No.
To get a result. Like you don't need to sweat to get a result. Sweating is your body's way of cooling you down.
Exactly.
You're just a little bit hot. Right? Let's get a fan.
Do you think that's potentially part of it as well? If they don't know that, like, they don't want to sweat in the weights area, and if they don't know that weights doesn't necessarily cause you to sweat, they don't. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud.
But like I do sweat when I've done weights, and especially if I'm doing like say a little bit of so sometimes I'll mix like a bit of kettlebell with HIIT, right? So I'll do like 45 seconds of like kettlebell swings, into 45 seconds of like something else, right? And so you are adding a little bit of that. It's fast paced and you're moving all of the time, so you are going to sweat because my body is overheating. Yeah. But even if I'm lifting really heavy weights, and when I've got some clients and they come in and we do some heavy weights, and I'm like, I can't breathe, I'm really out of breath. Like, it's because we're working hard.
It's because we're working hard.
Well done.
Absolutely. Your heart is a muscle.
Didn't think I was going to like sweat lifting weights.
I do love it.
Okay, yes. Because cardio is the only reason we sweat.
Yes, it's just not ideal. But yeah, if you are new to weight training, guys, find a way to build up your confidence, whether it is sitting on a piece of cardio, having a little look around, whether it is starting with fixed machines, whether it is asking a friend, someone, whether it's attending a class that's weight-based to start off with. Just find a way to inch your way into it. It is not as scary as what it seems. And do you know what? This is the thing. Everyone's going to look at me. I guarantee you,
in the nicest way
possible, no one is looking at you.
No one cares.
When I'm in the gym, I'm not looking at, I don't care about what anybody else is doing. The only time I care is if they're using weights that I need.
100%.
That's the only time I care. No one is looking at, and especially if you think that the men are watching you, guaranteed they're not. They're looking at the biceps. They are looking at themselves. They're looking at themselves. So we need to get away from this. Everyone's staring at me. They are not. People are there, and I say it to clients. I say, when you're at the gym, are you looking at other people? Oh no, I'm doing what I'm doing. Same logic applies. So let's step out of those comfort zones. Let's, in another year's time, instead of just being 3 women in the weights area, let's multiply it. Let's make it 6. Let's make it 12 the year after. Let's exponentially multiply it, because
word of the day.
Exponentially, what a great word. I've had a coffee, that's why. It's how we get fitter, it's how we get stronger.
It is 100%.
And it needs to be something.
And another one, get a training partner.
Oh god, yeah. We train together all the time.
Look, for years.
For years.
100%. Like, get a training partner. If you feel a little bit anxious about going into the gym, get a training partner, get a training program.
Yeah.
Have a look around, take your time.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a pro at it all at once.
No.
But yeah, definitely get yourself a little bit of a training partner.
You can have a laugh at the same time then.
Absolutely.
Because I'm hilarious. Right guys, we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Was it?